Once upon a time, in a lush and verdant forest far away, there lived a community of elves, known as the Sylvan Elves. These magical beings were tiny, no taller than a mushroom, with pointed ears, sparkling eyes, and a keen sense of adventure. The Sylvan Elves lived in harmony with nature, making their homes in the hollows of ancient trees, and their clothes from leaves and spider silk. The leader of these elves was a wise and kind-hearted elder named Alara. Alara had seen many seasons come and go, and her wisdom was sought by elves and forest creatures alike. She had a special gift, the ability to communicate with every living being in the forest. Birds would bring her news, squirrels would share their stories, and even the wise old owls would seek her counsel. Under her guidance, the Sylvan Elves thrived, their days filled with laughter, song, and a deep love for their forest home. Among the elves was a curious and adventurous young elf named Finn. Finn was known for his boundless energy and his insatiable curiosity. He was always the first to explore a new part of the forest or to discover a new secret. His best friend was a clever and resourceful elf named Lyra. Together, they often embarked on exciting adventures, discovering hidden glades and sparkling streams. One day, as Finn and Lyra were exploring a particularly dense part of the forest, they stumbled upon something extraordinary, a glowing golden acorn. The acorn pulsed with a warm light, casting a magical glow on everything around it. Finn and Lyra exchanged excited glances. They knew that this acorn was no ordinary find. It must hold some great secret or power. "We should take it to Alara," Lyra suggested, her eyes wide with wonder. Finn nodded, carefully picking up the glowing acorn. They hurried back to their village, eager to show their discovery to the elder. When Alara saw the acorn, her eyes widened in surprise and recognition. "This is the golden acorn of Eleanor," she said softly, her voice filled with awe. "It is said to hold the power to rejuvenate the forest and bring prosperity to all its inhabitants." Alara explained that the golden acorn was a gift from the ancient tree spirit Eleanor, bestowed upon the forest long ago. However, it had been lost for many generations, and its return was a sign of great significance. "But with great power comes great responsibility," Alara warned. "We must use the acorn wisely and protect it from those who might seek to misuse its magic." News of the golden acorn spread quickly through the forest, and soon creatures from all corners came to see it. Among them was a sly and cunning fox named Vesper. Vesper had always envied the elves and their harmonious way of life. Upon hearing about the acorn, he concocted a plan to steal it and use its power for his own gain. One moonlit night, while the village was asleep, Vesper sneaked into the elves' settlement. With his stealthy paws and sharp eyes, he found the acorn's resting place. Just as he was about to snatch it, Finn, who had been keeping watch, sprang into action. "Stop right there, Vesper!" Finn shouted, his voice ringing out in the stillness of the night. Vesper froze, his eyes narrowing. "Out of my way, little elf! This acorn will be mine." But Finn was not alone. Lyra, along with several other elves, had also been alerted by the commotion. They surrounded Vesper, their tiny faces set with determination. "You will not take the acorn," Lyra declared. "It belongs to the forest and all its inhabitants, not just one greedy fox." Seeing that he was outnumbered, Vesper tried to make a run for it, but the elves were swift and clever. Using a net woven from strong spider silk, they managed to trap Vesper, preventing his escape. Alara soon arrived, her expression stern. "Vesper, you have betrayed the trust of this forest. We will not harm you, but you must leave and never return." With no other choice, Vesper slunk away, humiliated and defeated. The elves watched him go, their hearts heavy but resolute. They knew they had done the right thing, protecting the golden acorn from those who would misuse its power. The next day, Alara called a meeting of all the forest's inhabitants. Animals of all shapes and sizes gathered, curious to hear what she had to say. In a clear, strong voice, Alara spoke of the importance of unity and the responsibility they all shared in caring for their home. "We have been given a great gift," she said, holding the golden acorn high for all to see. "But it is up to us to use it wisely, to protect our forest and ensure its prosperity for generations to come." The creatures of the forest cheered, their voices ringing out in a harmonious chorus. Under Alara's guidance, they decided to plant the golden acorn at the heart of the forest, where its magic could spread and nourish the land. Finn and Lyra, honored to be chosen, carefully planted the acorn in a sunny glade. As they covered it with earth, a warm, golden light spread from the acorn, enveloping the forest in a gentle glow. Flowers bloomed, trees grew taller and stronger, and a sense of peace and prosperity filled the air. Years passed, and the forest flourished like never before. The Sylvan Elves continued to live in harmony with nature, their community growing stronger with each passing season. Finn and Lyra remained the best of friends, their adventurous spirits undimmed. And as for the Golden Acorn, it remained at the heart of the forest, a symbol of unity and the enduring power of nature. The elves and their forest friends knew that as long as they worked together and cared for their home, the magic of the Golden Acorn would never fade. And so, the Sylvan Elves and all the creatures of the forest lived happily ever after, their days filled with adventure, laughter, and the everlasting beauty of their enchanted home. The end.